One of my old-time subscriber requested me to make a video on how to create true crime videos, and I'm just gonna do that because I like to please my subscribers. So because of that, I did some digging, a lot of digging actually, and then I found this channel, right? The channel name is called True Crime Documentary. Now they currently have 159,000 subscribers, and they have posted almost 300 videos. Now if you take a look at this channel, because I've been seeing this channel for a long time now, they currently have over 24 million views in total, and they started posting video around 2023. That's cool, but if you go through their videos, what you're going to notice is they are making videos, like true crime videos of cases that have happened in the past, events that happened in the past. So they are just documenting it on their channel, and they are doing it in a way that it saves them from getting copyright claim or harmful and dangerous content, all these disclaimers that can get your channel deleted or stopped. I'm going to show you guys exactly how this channel has been able to stay for this long. I think for like 3 years to 4 years now. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to start this channel from scratch. You don't need to have any experience. If you watch this video from the beginning to the end, you're going to have all the information you need to start a channel just like this. What are you waiting for? Let's dive in, right? All right, so the first step is to come up with viral ideas, and this is very important. If not, you're going to be making videos that only you is going to be watching, and I don't want you to do that. So you need to pay attention here. We need to come up with a viral idea, and what you need to do is visit this website called ViralScope. It's free. You don't need to pay anything. You just need to understand how to use it. Okay, now this is what you need to do. ViralScope is going to help viral ideas in your niche. So our niche is true crime. So this is what we need to do. Just come down to where you see, type in your niche here, because I can't find true crime here. Okay, but if you can find your niche there, fine. But we're making videos about true crime. So just come down to where it says type your niche, and we're going to put true crime just like this, and click on generate 6 viral ideas. As simple as that. ViralScope has generated us 6 ideas that can get a lot of views in true crime niche. All you just need to do now is copy the idea that is interesting to you, and then you make a video on it. As simple as that. And this is another thing that I love about this tool, is also going to be generating you the virality score of every idea it generated for you, so you know before you even make the video if the video is going to get engagement or you're just wasting your time. Now this is cool for anybody that is just starting. You need to be sure of ideas that you're making videos on. It takes time to make videos, so don't just make videos blindly without knowing what to do. So let's say you found an idea you want to use. What you just need to do is come down to where you see copy here and simply copy the title. But if for one reason or the other you need more ideas so you can be sure of the video you want to make, you can just scroll down to where you see load 6 more ideas. Click on it, and then ViralScope is going to begin loading more 6 ideas for you. So just go through them and choose the one you want to make video on, and save it to your device or save it to your history so you can come back to it whenever you're ready. All right, so you know how to come up with viral video ideas now. The next thing I need to show you is how to come up with stories that you're going to document on your channel. This is like one of the easiest steps that most people find challenging when starting a true crime documentary channel. Now I'm going to show you how to do this. One of the easiest way to find true crime stories is to use ChatGPT and search throughout the web, and this is how you just need to do it. Just come to ChatGPT and basically just paste something like this in the prompt section, which is going to like ask ChatGPT to find you some famous true crime cases. And once you search that, just click on generate, and immediately ChatGPT will start going through the web and going through some articles and finding stories of like popular cases that have happened in the past. So you're going to have a lot of them here. If you want 30, 50, 20, any amount you want, just prompt it and ChatGPT is going to find the story for you. So what you just need to do now, when ChatGPT is done finding the story, the next thing is to generate your script using AI. Now, one thing with generating your script using AI is, especially on this video, you're not the only one watching what I'm saying, so a lot of people will be trying it. So for you to add some originality to your work, you need to edit the script yourself, or better still, you write the script yourself. I know writing the script yourself can be challenging because you might not have knowledge on how to write good true crime script, and I understand that, but you can use AI to generate your script and manually edit everything to sound and feel like it's you that writes it. I don't know if you get what I mean, because a lot of people will be doing this, and if you join what everybody's doing and you're doing the same thing, you're still going to be generating inauthentic content, which is not going to be monetizable. So you need to make sure you change some things, put your own twist to it and your own style and idea, right? So for explanation purpose, I'm going to be using ChatGPT to write my script. Now, this is what you need to do. Go through the stories and find one that is interesting to you. Like for me, I'm going to be going with this story, The Disappearance of Madeleine McCann. And this happened 2007, which is an interesting story, actually. So this is the story I'm going to be writing my script on. I want to make my video on this story. So just come down here. I created a prompt that you can get in the video description below. It's going to help you create script that is going to sound and feel like it was written by a human. But don't forget, you need to still make some manual changes so it can be your original script. I don't know if you get what I mean. So just paste the prompt here, and before you click on generate, there are some things you need to change. First is to come to where you see topic, and basically just copy the video idea you want to make at the top here and paste it here. So once you've done that, you can just basically click on generate, and immediately ChatGPT is going to start generating you your script. Now, once ChatGPT is done generating you your script, you can now copy the script and save it somewhere and manually change some things, edit it. It's very important. I've been repeating this thing severally because, you know, this prompt you're seeing currently, a lot of you guys will be using it. And once you use this same prompt to generate your video, the ideas and titles or ideas and scripts are going to sound and feel like each other. So for you to be different, you need to make some changes if you want to take this for a long run, right? So, all right, so now you have your script. The next thing we need to do now is to convert this script into a voiceover. And to do that, we're going to use a free software called Google AI Studio. Everyone can access this, and all you just need to do is log into this website. And if you come down here, you're going to see quickest templates. And what I just want you to do is come down to the master storyteller here and click on it. It's going to bring you to this page. Now, this is where the magic is going to happen. The first thing you need to do is come to the speaker settings, click on it, and then you're going to see a bunch of different settings that are very important. Like, for example, the first thing you need to do is to select your voiceover. So what you just have to do is go through them manually till you find the one that sounds and feel like what you want. Exactly. So let's say I have a voiceover already. Now, there are some things you need to change just to make sure you don't generate voice that doesn't feel like what you want. So first is to change the style. Now, currently, as you can see, the style is in whisper. So we need to change this because this is not the kind of voice we want. So we're going to change this to promo/hype, something like this, or we are going to go for vocal smile. Any one of these two works, but for me, I'm going to be going with this one. So once you select promo and hype, the next thing we need to do now is to change the spacing. And to do that, just click on it and go through the pacing. If you want the pacing to be natural, you click on natural. If you want it to be rapid, that's fast, very fast, you go with that. But for true crime, I think the best is to go for natural. so it feels like the person is telling the story comfortably. It's not rushing to like finish the story, that kind of stuff. Now the next thing is to pick your accent. For me, I'm going to be going with British, but you can pretty much change it to any accent you want. So once you're done with that, the next thing you need to do now is to go back to where your script is. So I'm going to be copying my script from here. So, and let's end here just for explanation purpose. So when you copy the script, you come back to Google AI Studio, make sure you remove this old prompt here and paste your script. So once you have your script here, the next thing you need to do now is to just click on run here, and immediately, as you can see, Google AI Studio is going to start processing your script and analyzing it to create your voiceover. As simple as that. So this is how you're going to create your voiceover, and once it's done generating your voiceover, you can just basically save it to your device. So let's proceed to the next step, which is putting these videos together with CapCut. Alright, so to edit your video with CapCut, the first thing you need to do is to click on import here and basically drag in the voiceover you just generated with Google AI Studio. So once you have that here, the next thing you need to do is basically add it into the timeline just like this. So now that we have the voiceover, this is what we need to do next. You just need to zoom in a little bit like this, and basically we need to listen to the first 5 seconds of this video before we can add any image. But there is this idea that I saw and I love it, and I would like to do something like that for my own edit, which is to attach a clip of the parents or any of the guardian or somebody that knows the story first, you know, like maybe 15 seconds or 10 seconds at most before I start the story. It gives it a soft landing, and then people intend to enjoy and watch longer that way, I think. So this is it. So I went online and I found this clip of Madeline's parents being interviewed, right? So I'm going to drag that into the timeline here, just like this. Okay. So before I do anything, I need to move my voiceover back like this. Okay, so what you just need to do now is go through the clip and just find the part that is interesting to you. So I'm going to be using this from this part. So I'll just, so you cut out this side, remove it from the timeline, and also I'm going to cut it out from this side. Then you remove this as well from the timeline. So if we play this part now,
the facts are out there. We were dining very close to the children and we were checking on them very, very regularly. You know, we are very responsible parents and we love our children so much. And I think it's only a very few people that are actually criticising us.
I have never heard before.
All right, so I think I prefer to just have the part where the father is just talking. So let me just cut out this part. So we mark here and you split and remove this part from the timeline. So let's watch it again and see if we have the best now.
I have never heard before that anyone considers us suspects in this. And the Portuguese police certainly don't. And without getting into too much detail about the circumstances, we were with a large group of people. And, you know, there is absolutely no way Kate and I are involved in this abduction.
All right, so now you get the idea. This particular clips now gives people an idea of what they're about to watch. So the next thing we need to do now is to drag our voiceover, and we're going to start the voiceover from this part after the clip finish playing. Let me play it so you see what I'm trying to say.
No way Kate and I are involved in this abduction.
Madeline McCann was 3 years old, but she already had preferences of
you get the idea. This is basically what you need to do first. So once you have this laid out like this, the next thing you need to do now is to find clips. Just listen to the voiceover and find a clip, or you can even download images. If you can't find any clip to represent any scene, you just can't stress it. Just download anything, clip, video, and put there. But make sure that if you're using any clip, it has to be less than 5 seconds, and you should not use more than one clip, so you don't have this copyright stuff, right? For fair use purpose. Okay, so what I did was so for time's sake, I've gone ahead and I listened to the voiceover and downloaded all the clips and images I need to visually, tell this story in a way that is going to be engaging to people. So the first thing I did, I've shown you guys, was to add a video of the parents being interviewed. And after that, I just added this text at the top: Madeline's Macron parents, right? So that's just what I did here. Very simple. And then when we started the story, I decided it was difficult for me to get a video of her, so when she was missing, so I had to just go through Google and get a picture instead of a video. So that's why you're seeing a picture here, right? So the next one too, I used a picture of her as well, but this one is static. I didn't add motion to it. So after that, the voiceover was talking about the parents, so I decided to download a picture of them as well, and then I added it here. So they were talking about the history of her history, a happy person. So I went on YouTube and I got a video of her throwback when she was playing with her siblings and all that stuff. So this is just how you need to do. The voiceover is the master here. The voiceover is going to tell you which clip or image you need to find and add. So that's how you're going to do it. If your voiceover is 30 minutes long, 20 minutes long, you need to follow this step by step till you complete it. Now that's why I decided to make this video very short, so that I can explain everything detail by detail. So now my video is 52 seconds and I'm going to show you guys everything we've edited.
I have never heard before that anyone considers us suspects in this, and the Portuguese police certainly don't. And without getting into too much detail about the circumstances, we were with a large group of people, and there is absolutely no way Kate and I are involved in this abduction.
Madeline McCann was 3 years old, but she already had preferences: a favorite doll, a way she liked her hair, a habit of asking questions right before bedtime when the room was quiet and the lights were low. Her parents were both doctors, structured people, careful people, the kind who plan things. This trip to Portugal was supposed to be simple: a break from routine, warm evenings, group dinners.
Now that is how you can start a true crime channel on YouTube. If you want to check out Virascope, use the link in the video description below. It's free, you don't need to pay anything. Thank you guys for watching, and if you find this video interesting, I think you will enjoy this one next. So click on it and I'll see you there.